Let's talk about music business, because
Okay.
that's where the artist really kind of sees some values. And when
Okay.
you mess up around around the music business thing, like
Okay.
whatever you're doing right now will be pointless, right? So
Okay.
what is your team dynamic right now?
My team.
Yeah, dedicated producer, manager, or what is that like for you?
Yeah. So my team consists of me,
Hmm.
Deanna, she's my musical director, Nicole, who is my songwriter, Face, who's my sound engineer.
Mm.
And I have a crew of musicians now that have played with me, and I actually trust them.
Okay.
And then it's just organically people who have just come in my life along the way. I literally had my prayer, and I'm still praying for that. For this, excuse me, is that God will place the appropriate person and people in my life that can elevate and understand and appreciate my gift and my vision.
Okay.
Um, I've had many of people who wanted to be my manager. I have reached out to people to be my manager, PR people,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And so I found that my business savvy is what offered me the opportunity to kind of keep pushing. So I'm legitimately grinding independent artistry. Like it's really me and whoever God allows to say, "Hey, Sharice, I appreciate you. I like you." Just like this interview,
Yeah.
right? Like you just happen to see me supporting DuPont Brass
Yeah.
and being there for MK Zulu, but both of those, MK Zulu and DuPont Brass, was on my radio show. And so sometimes it's just about timing and everything to that effect. But yeah, it's all me. Like ain't nobody booking. It's me. Sending emails. I just sent a bunch of emails because I'm trying to start a tour before I drop my second album,
Yeah.
or right after I drop my second album, which we're working on right now. So again, like I asked you off camera, like if you have some beats, you know what I'm saying, you produce, I don't want to just say beats because that sounds like, people be in their feelings about beats.
Yeah.
But if you are a producer, we are definitely
Reach
accepting,
out to you.
um, you know, what's the
Submissions.
appropriate word?
Submissions.
Instrumentation, submissions of
Instrumentals.
instrumentals. There
Okay.
you go. Come through. Track. Okay, tracks.
Okay.
You got tracks, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? DM me or email me because we're going through them right now. So yeah, it's literally me.
All right. As far as the legal side, do you have any entertainment lawyer?
So when I was in college at Drexel in Philly, they had this thing called Lawyers for the Arts, Philadelphia Lawyers for the Arts, and it was a free service to kind of educate artists on how to protect themselves legally. And so I learned about. I was having people sign
Mm-hmm.
NDAs when I was doing this joint right here, introducing Miss Jones. This is actually your copy that I signed for you,
Oh,
but
okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. So like this CD right here, I started recording this while I was in Philly in college in grad school.
Yeah.
But I learned there. I had NDAs. You know what I'm saying? Like I was paying the you know the musicians like for their time, like everybody had a contract they had to sign.
Yeah.
Like I don't go into any kind of work unless like it has been a known factor. Like I've been in this thing with my crew now for 3 years, so it's like we know each other. Like there's nothing worried about that. And then money is, people are still paid.
Yeah.
Like even though that's one of the core things to do is to make sure that people are taken care of. So, and that there's a paper trail, so nobody can later on down the road be like, oh, I didn't get paid for this. And it's like, well, we agreed upon this
Yeah.
amount at this time. You know what I'm saying? And so that part is covered. And then coming here back home after I graduated from from undergrad and grad school, I was they have another kind of lawyers for the arts experience here in DC. And so they had some workshop classes about patents and
Intellectual
copyright.
properties.
Yeah, all of those kind of things. So I've always been well versed on that. And I mean, there's some things I still don't know, but like as soon as a song is done, I immediately get the copyright.
Okay.
Like I submit that work and turn it in. If something ain't right, I just wait for the copyright office to email me or
Okay.
call me and say, Miss Jones, you can't add this person here because of X, Y, and Z. So it's like really important. I really try to make sure that my business side
It's covered.
is well covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as your, the music is made now, the copyright stuffs are covered. Like, how is that performance part of the artistry is for you?
Oh, that's the best part.
Okay. Because I've
That's
seen you on a show recently, at the television show,
oh, okay,
and
yeah.
any open mics that you do on the side or playing with your band or what is that for
Yeah.
you?
So, how should I answer your question? All right. So, I it's a funny thing. It was a conversation I had a long time ago. I don't gig every weekend,
Okay.
right? I try to ensure that my gigs, based off of who I've defined myself as an artist, are ones that are in a position that are so that my band is covered. Like my band has to be paid,
Yeah.
right? So it's seldom that I'm taking free gigs at this stage, right? Because of thinking about television is already I have several television appearances underneath my belt.
Yeah.
I have radio airplay and satellite radio under my belt at this point. And so like my first show that was in DC was Blues Alley, and I sold that out.
Okay.
So like I really enjoy venues that are able to pay their artists.
Yeah.
Um, don't get me wrong, like the grind is real. Like if I needed to create an event myself, I understand the importance of having the capital to do so. So it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, we don't want to book you right now because we don't see your draw count. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I've sold out places. So it's sometimes, I think now where I'm at, because because Boot Up Remix has done so well, and because I have those other things on my background, like it makes the package a little bit
Okay.
easier. And then also festivals have been a big blessing for me as well, and it's really where I love to be. Like festivals is like the most ideal circumstance. But I am nervous just like anybody else, you feel me? Like rehearsal will come, I will forget some lyrics. Like I will forget a whole verse, you feel me? Like I'll tell you a little secret on my call, like my sheet for that tells you the songs or
Yeah.
whatever. I normally sometimes write in the lyrics to give my mind and just to help me in case my nerves are like
Yeah.
bad. And so I do that. Even if it's a song that I know, I still
Got to
put it there.
rehearse.
Oh yeah, but like the stage, that's when most people are like, "Oh, I didn't know that you were, this funny." But it's like I'm funny probably because I'm nervous. Okay.
Which is normal.
Yeah, but I really do come alive. I'm not gonna claim, I turn into a different person because that seems a little demonic to me. But it's just that's my zhuzh. Once I'm
Yeah.
on stage and the band is on point, you know what I'm saying, and I can vibe off the crowd, it's like we got this, Slim.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing.